This conference will now be recorded.
You're
Okay.
up.
I'm going to call to order the Lake Stevens Sewer District Commissioner meeting for June 8th, 2023 at 9 a.m. I'm Andrea Wright, and Dan Lorenzen is on my right, and Commissioner Kevin Koshi is excused today. And we'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, we'll begin by opening up for a public forum. And we don't have any extra visitors today.
Nothing was received by staff prior either.
Okay, no cards or emails, and I don't see anyone on the virtual wall wanting to participate. Let's give it a second. Okay, we'll go ahead and close the public forum and move on to our agenda. Are there any changes or corrections for today's agenda for June 8th?
Nothing from staff.
Great.
I'd make a motion we approve today's agenda as submitted.
I second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And moving on to the agenda item number 5 of consent items, and the commissioners have previously reviewed items A through I in detail.
And I would make a motion to approve the consent agenda items A through I.
I second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Moving on to number 6, old business. Resolution 1049. And Jonathan, I believe you're going to present A and B. Is that correct?
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. So resolution 1049 is a resolution for the commissioners to entertain a petition for annexation. The annexation areas we're calling the Sparman annexation. The district's engineer has certified that the petition meets the legal requirements and was signed by 60% or more of the land area property owners. The resolution also sets a date for public hearing at 9 a.m. on July 13th. The resolution has been reviewed by legal and engineering and is recommended by staff for approval.
Great. I don't have any questions.
I do not either, but I would make a motion to approve resolution 1049, which is the resolution of the Board of Sewer Commissioners determining to entertain a petition for annexation of an area contiguous to the Lake Stevens Sewer District, known as the Sparman annexation, and fixing the date for public hearing.
I second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Great. Now, item B, resolution 1050.
All right. Resolution 1050 establishes the policy on how the district will manage our GFC and connection fee credits in the future. It is largely based off of past practice anyway, but we thought it would be wise to formalize it in the policy for consistency's sake. The one exception to that is that now the district is proposing that people that have either disconnected or have paid for connections and have not connected within a 5-year period after they have paid or disconnected, that the vesting to those connection fee credits would expire at that point. Staff is proposing that for customers that currently have credits that would expire under this policy, that we extend their period to reconnect for an additional 2 years. And then also the district staff is also proposing that the commissioners authorize us to reach out to those people that would have expired credits and let them know that they have an additional 2 years to connect. But after that, they'll lose their vesting. The resolution's been reviewed by staff and legal counsel and is recommended for approval.
As far as reaching out to those with the credit, so you do it via mail, and what's the
Yeah,
best
we'll probably
way?
send them a postcard
Okay,
that has kind of a executive summary of the resolution,
okay,
and we'll let them know that they have 2 years to connect.
okay.
Did this fix any of the issues that we had once before with the DEAs that were coming to expiration and?
Well, I think what this does is, like DEAs are vested to capacity and the fee for a period of 3 years. So I think this kind of fills in the gap of people that have connected and are being vested currently much longer than even a DEA would be vested to capacity and fees. So I think this hits a good medium ground.
Medium for them?
Yeah.
Okay.
It also covers when a DEA pays for the GFCs up front, and then a future connection is going to, it allows the district to disseminate those credits among the future connections.
For the latecomer fees and all that, so, okay. Yep, no worries. I have no questions.
I don't have any others.
So I would make a motion to approve, as soon as I get the language back, because you know I move paper. The resolution number 1050, which is the resolution of the Board of Commissioners, Sewer Commissioners of Lake Stevens Sewer District in Snohomish County, Washington, adopting a policy concerning the administration of connection fee and GFC credits as the staff sees fit.
I second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Great, thank you, Jonathan. And then item 6C, Snohomish County. Mariah, if you're willing to.
Okay, so Snohomish County, we have an ILA that's in your packet along with a statement of work. For several years now, we have worked with Snohomish County IT to provide IT services to the district. And it has been largely successful for us, as well as going through an IT audit and things like that. That contract is expiring, and so this would be an extension of a 5-year contract with them to continue on with the same services basically that they have been offering us. This ILA has a contract maximum of $800,000. And like I said, for a 5-year period of time. There is a statement of work which outlines the services that they would provide to us. And like I said, it's the same as what we currently have. This has been reviewed both by legal and by staff, and is recommended for approval in form, and we're asking authorization for the general manager to enter into this ILA once the county legal has also approved it in full. Are there any questions?
Not for me.
Nope. I'd make a motion to approve the interlocal agreement between Snohomish County IT and the Lake Stevens Sewer District, authorizing the general manager or assigned designee at the time, if need be, to execute that contract once the county has had their reviews.
I second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Great, thank you. We'll move on to new business. 7A, Resolution 1048, the convenience fees for merchant services. Mariah.
Sure. So Resolution 1048, as you know, there's an expense every time somebody uses a credit card or debit card when making a purchase through the district. We pass on those costs to the person making the transaction. So it's a through cost for the district. Previous resolution had also had it as a percentage charge that would be included or passed on. But past practice, since we had switched vendors for quite a while, doesn't match what the resolution had said in the previous one. So we've been charging a flat $3 fee because that's what our third-party biller was able to do. They now have the ability to do anywhere from a 3 to 5% instead of a flat fee, which for us, I think makes more sense. Some of the problems we have is that if somebody makes a huge $3 flat fee credit card transaction, the district is actually paying more than the $3. So this resolution just cleans that up. We would like to switch back to doing a percentage fee, which is the first part of the resolution. And we came up with the 3% because currently the $3 is roughly 3% of the $99 sewer flat. So actually they'll be saving 3 pennies, $2.97. So we wanted to make it basically the same for most of our customers. So it will be changed if approved onto the website so that they'll get notice, and also when they check out, they get notice of what that fee is that they'll be charged. So I guess in summary, this has been reviewed by legal and is recommended by staff.
Seems very fair. Thank you. Dan, do you have anything?
No, I mean, it's pretty standard. I know that when you renew your tabs online, you get a percentage. I think it's a 3%. Last time I did my license tabs and everything else, if you use a debit credit. So it's just consistent with everybody else. So I have no issue with that. And with that said, I would make a motion to approve resolution number 1048, which is the resolution of the Board of Sewer Commissioners, Lake Stevens Sewer District in Snohomish County, Washington, related to convenience fees for the merchant services, the repealing resolutions number 811 and 830.
I second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Great. Moving on to 7B. Jonathan.
So there's been a long-standing issue at the treatment plant with the rotor air actuators, in that the operators have to set them manually they handle how much oxygen goes into the aeration basin and maintains our dissolved oxygen levels. When dissolved oxygen was the only limit we had to worry about, it was easier. We could go out there, manually set it and forget it and meet our dissolved oxygen requirements. But now that the general nutrient permit is being enforced, we have to play with the dissolved oxygen a lot more to try to get our nutrient within our nutrient limit. So the district had solicited quotes from at least 3 vendors to have those actuators repaired. And the lowest quote that we received was from Process Controls for an amount of $78,812. But the district, our staff is asking for a not to exceed project cost of $85,000. Because a lot of those quotes were done without eyes on, so we assume that there's going to be extras.
Of course.
Hopefully not, but I think 85,000 should cover us. So yeah, asking for the Process Controls Inc., I believe is the name of the company, to be the selected vendor, and also asking for that not to exceed budget of $85,000.
Any questions?
Nope.
I don't either.
So I would make a motion to authorize district staff to work in replacing of the wastewater treatment plant's actuator replacement quote approval to Engineer Process Controls Inc. with a total not to exceed value of $85,000.
I second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That should make things a little easier, right?
I hope so.
Perfect. Okay, on to the manager's report. The general manager, Mariah.
Sure. So carrying by sharing currently has $318.94. That's almost enough to help 3 families. I wanted to report on our LIWAP program. mid-year through 2022, when we did the rate increase, we had also entered into this program with Snohomish County, where it's the low-income household water assistance program. And it's assistance that there's federal money that comes through Snohomish County that they can distribute to our customers via this ILA that we have for them. So since October of 22, which was the about when this report started, we've been able to assist 37 different of our customers for a total of $21,391.
That's awesome.
So over $21,000 has come in via this ILA that we have with them. And I thought that was a really encouraging number for you guys to know. So not even a year, and we've helped quite a bit.
That's awesome.
And then flows at the plant are at 2.57 million gallons a day. Rosalind, our HR manager, and myself met with city staff yesterday to just assist in furthering discussions on the assumption of the city. And I thought that was a very positive meeting. And we've actually scheduled another one for June 21st to further those discussions. And that's all I've got.
Thank you so much. Okay, Jonathan, for the Assistant General Manager's report.
Okay. So we've collected 21.68 GFCs thus far and issued 65 site sewer permits. I'll be joining city staff and their consulting engineer on Monday afternoon to do a walkthrough of 131st Ave Northeast, the proposed sewer alignment down there for the design kickoff meeting. And that's all I've got.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We'll move on to the city report, and it looks like Jean is ready to share with us some of the good news of the city.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Thank you for your words, Mariah. I agree. We had a great meeting yesterday, and look forward to the next one. I don't have much. We had the kickoff farmers market yesterday, and it was well attended, first one of the season, and it was great to see everybody out for that. And then we did the ribbon cutting for Millspur as well. Other than that, if the district hears any rumblings about the boat launch here at North Cove Park, it did get damaged last season, and we've been working with the Fish and Wildlife. It's their responsibility to make those repairs, and they've been trying to get dive team out here to get those repairs done, but they've had very little luck. And so at any rate, we're starting to receive emails and messages about that and how it can get fixed. But on the city side, we don't have much to do with it other than try and continue to work with Fish and Wildlife to get those repairs done. That's all I have.
Great. Thank you so much, Jean, and congratulations on the ribbon cutting and all the good things happening in the city. And we'll move on to the commissioner's report. I'll start and then take it to you, Dan. Does
Sure,
that sound
that's
okay?
perfect. I don't have to do first this time.
The only report I have is that we have the Waswood meeting next week that I'm attending and looking forward to any updates for that. And thank you to everyone and all that they do. Dan.
No, same thing. Thank you, staff, for all the work. I know WASWAD Section 3 is next week. I have obviously multiple WASWAD board meetings throughout this month, just being a board member. One thing that I did want to say, and I know I didn't get mentioned, but for the city, the roundabout on the highway's open. Traffic's actually flowing, so I decided to take it this morning to try it, and it seems to work well. So, it's kind of nice to, the other day I was coming in my neighborhood, and traffic was like, you've got to be kidding me. I thought I was in Seattle, so backed up because everybody's trying to get around this city right now. But it is nice to see that project it got in there, it's flowing. Life is good. So until the next one gets shut down for a bit, but we'll live in the moment. So that was it. But thank you.
Great. We'll proceed to item number 11, the executive session. And Jordan, we're thinking about 15 minutes. What would you say?
Yeah, that sounds good. So we'll conclude at 9:35.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. The Lake Stevens Sewer District Commission will now move into executive session pursuant to RCW 4230 subsection 110 subsection 1 subsection I to discuss with legal counsel representing the agency matters relating to pending litigation to which the agency is a party. The executive session will conclude at 9:35 a.m. and at the conclusion of the executive session, the commission will adjourn the board meeting with no related announcements or actions taken.
This conference will now be recorded.
It is 9:35. We are back from executive session and going to extend it for an additional 10 minutes to conclude at 9:45 a.m.
This conference will now be recorded.
All right, it's 9:45 and we're coming out of an executive session with no decisions to follow. I'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
I second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Appreciate it.
Thank
Thank
you.